as we have a lot of 20s and 30s. But in Salt Lake, we are a little bit above freezing, 34. It's a very cold 17 right now in Park City, but just barely below freezing in Moab, where it's 30, and a mild 44 in St. George. It's going to be looking good for most of you. We're staying dry, even though we will have a lot of valley haze again in the northern valleys and some patchy fog, some of that in Cache Valley until late morning. But with the southerly flow developing, combined with high pressure that's still dominating the weather pattern, we're going to be climbing well above normal for this time of year. In fact, we're forecasting 58 for Salt Lake. It might even warm up near 60 across the southern half of the valley, but it doesn't look like we'll quite make it up to our record of 63 that was set back in 2003. But even so, it is going to be a very comfortable day. So pretty nice for the end of January. Valley haze continues in the north because of the inversion. Otherwise, sunny day. Temperature in St. George will actually climb to 67. And it's all courtesy of that high pressure that's still in place over the interior west, but not for much longer. It's already moving east. It gets pushed out of the way by a trough of low pressure moving in from the Pacific, a storm that actually begins tomorrow and lasts into Saturday that'll be bringing some widespread precipitation. Mainly rain in the valleys, but heavy snow expected in the mountains beginning tomorrow, and then it'll be tapering off on Saturday. Southern mountains will get hit the hardest with up to a foot or two possible. Even some of the higher valleys of the south, the Bryce Canyon area, 3 to 7 inches, 6 to 12 for the central mountains up through the western Uintas. The Wasatch could end up with 10 to 18 inches. Now, we'll also get some snow down in the valleys, but very little in the way of accumulation. It will stay as rain in St. George, but your temperature drops about 20 degrees by the end of the week. You'll dry out over the weekend, and then more wet weather moves in early next week. And in Salt Lake City, we'll make it up into the mid-50s before the valley rain mountain snow gets going tomorrow afternoon. Cold enough late Friday into Saturday. It'll be rain snow mix down in the valleys. Could change over to snow briefly with minor accumulations. And after a break at the end of the weekend, another storm brings more wet weather next Monday and Tuesday.